The clothes, I mean, we change all the time. I don't really wear my hat anymore, but then I will wear it again. I mean, I just wear whatever, for this particular show, we've had some clothes made which, I feel are relevant to what we're doing. Like we've had these tops with pound notes and dollars on, and the Clone War slogans, which says Clone War, and the Union Jack with the pound sign. And basically what we're saying with these clothes, it's not directed at the audience at all. It's not directed at anybody who's, involved in the spirit of Culture Club. There are people who are very insincere and they do like what we're doing for money. I don't believe anybody who's as successful as Culture Club could possibly want to sacrifice their social life and their whole freedom for money. I mean, I think that there are easy ways of making money, and I think we are much more sincere. And there are now in England many bands coming up with exactly the same look. I mean, nothing has come along to out-trendy us. When a band becomes successful, usually they're accused of selling out, and they're now too acceptable for all the trendy people to like. But nothing really has come along to dethrone us. That everybody's like a surrogate version of us. And we have a song on the next album, hopefully, if the other guys will record it, because we've had a bit of argument about it, called Clone War. And it says, basically, how can you start a revolution, when everybody's holding hands? How can you do anything new? And it says, me, I lift and separate, they are only surrogate, Clone War. Like the situation is, what sometimes happens with me is because I'm very trivial and I love pop. I love anything, popular and catchy, every kind of music. And things like Clone War, I came along and I'll sing part of the verse, I come along and I'll say, like the verse goes, how can you start a revolution when a revolution's holding hands?
Sing it, Jordan.
And then John always turns around to me and say, you can't do that, it sounds exactly like Fever. And then I burst into tears and say, okay, let's work out a chord arrangement, And so it's like, and then the chorus is, Clone War. And it's like, Fever, so that's kind of my problem. And I'll come along, and what the guys will do is they'll educate my tunes. They'll make them more sophisticated, strength, like Chameleon.